Dermoid cysts are three types: epidermoid cyst, true dermoid cyst, and teratoid cyst. Epidermoid cysts consist only skin, no other adnexal structure. They are lined with squamous epithelium with or without keratinous material. These are the most commonly encountered cysts. True dermoid cysts are lined with squamous epithelium, contain skin and appendages such as hair follicles, sebaceous gland, and sweat glands. Teratoid cysts are lined with either squamous or respiratory epithelium. They contain all three embryological elements: ectodermal, endodermal, and mesodermal elements such as nails, teeth, brain, and glandular tissue. 20% of all dermoid cysts are found in the neck and 30% of these common in the face. They make up about 28% of all midline cysts with no sex predilection. It's common in male, equal in female. The etiopathogenesis. These lesions develop because of ectodermal differentiation of multipotent cells trapped at the time of closure of the anterior neuropore, especially along the line of fusion. Hence, they are being located along the midline of the neck. In the head and neck, other area of tissue fusion may present with dermoid cysts such as external angular dermoids or nasal dermoids. So these dermoids are actually trapped anteneuropore structures. The peak age of incidence is usually the second and third decade. They can present as cystic as solid mass, usually in the submental region above or below the mylohyoid muscle. They can manifest as acute inflammation swelling associated with infection. FNAC and sonography is more than sufficient to diagnose. If you suspect any attachment of major structure, then you can go for CT or MRI depending on the location and type of the dermoid cyst. So FNAC will rule out like differential plunging ranula, dermoid cyst differentiation. So CT and MRI done in the special cases only where you suspect major structure attachment. The treatment of choice is surgical excision. Complete excision of this tumor is therapy of choice.